My name is Mike Munzing. I am with a lender by the name of CRESTLINE Funding. I've been out here doing loans in Orange County for about 20 years. I've been making these videos for you for a little over a year now. I put them up on YouTube, let you know what's going on, keep you up to date on the real estate market and the lending market so you know what the changes are, so you can advise your clients correctly and be a little bit more aware of what's happening as you go through your week. Let's take a look right off the bat at the rates for the week. I always like to touch on this just to let you know. As you will see, if you printed out last week's, rates are just about the same from the week before. Today they ended up flat, but for the week, the bond market was having a little bit of trouble, but the lenders are getting competitive. I think even though the bonds are falling off, they're hanging in there. The rates are still in the right around 5% range for the 30-year fix as well as the FHA. Some solid programs. Be sure and get those on my website at www.mikemunzing.com. You can find the rate sheet. I'll quickly give you a snapshot of the how much home can you afford flyer here. Very, very effective for you. Very effective for your clients. You fill in the blanks on the black box up here on the top. Gives you all the properties and the prices that your clients can afford. Very, very helpful for your home buyers. Next, I want to come back to an issue that we talked about a few weeks ago, the new good faith estimate. Now, this is getting really interesting. This was enacted last year, started up on January 1. Every lender has to deal with this, and we're all having a little bit of trouble with it, even escrow and the others. What I want to run through real quickly, let's jump over to page 2 here and make sure that you know kind of what's going on. When we are quoting, and I dealt heavily with this week, all of the lenders are highly overquoting everything for the home buyers. If you look up on top here, when it breaks down what the origination fees are and such, see what's happening. Let me be straight with you. Let me be honest here. Once we quote, even from the first time we meet your clients, if we quote an amount, that amount can never go up, even if the rate is not locked. So, if I quote and other lenders quote an origination fee, even if we're probably going to be doing a 0-point loan, no origination fee, I at least, 20 years doing this, I will quote an origination fee, because if that client comes back and says, hey Mike, why don't we go for a little bit of a lower rate and I'll pay the origination fee? Once we change that, I can never go back up. We can never go back. Even if they pay a lower rate, I can't change this. Your lender can't change this. So it's not designed well. A couple other areas too. I want to bring up a little bit down below here. I'll put this up, is the title fee. Now, initially in the first part of the year, we were looking at it as though, are the buyers going to have to, do we have to quote the seller's title fee? And at first we thought, no, if we verified with escrow, sellers paying their own title fee, that's where the change came in. We have to quote that, as well as the transfer tax. If we do not quote that initially for the buyers, even though the seller is paying for it, the government has said that that's a punitive damage. We're going to charge you, Mike Munzing, the loan officer, that fee. So that could be thousands of dollars, $3,000, $4,000. There's some lenders right now, and there is no grace period, some lenders are actually having to pay that fee. I almost did on the first one. But if we don't quote it, even if the seller is paying for it. No, this isn't right. It's not fair. We did not, these are hurting our clients. I talked to one of my good friends at one of the big banks just a few minutes ago, and he said, Mike, the idea was to give a clearer quote to the home buyers. The way it's happening now, everybody's overquoting. I'm overquoting, trying to give some real numbers so they know on the side, but I said, this is probably what it's going to look like really, but the paperwork I give you has to be so overblown, because if we misquote or misname a fee, we're getting charged for it. Even if we showed it somewhere else under a different name, it's crazy. The escrow companies are almost being told that, hey, don't worry about quoting correctly. It's not your responsibility. It's the lenders. They're the one who are going to take a hit. So we're overquoting. We can't really trust the escrow companies to, within 3 days of us taking the application, giving us the exact numbers. So just so you know, be patient with us. All of us, your lenders, me if I'm your lender, we're doing our best with this. Okay, now we want to jump into something that's a little more fun. I think a lot of you in the streets know, and you comment on that to me. You know I'm pretty good at the social media, the social marketing, Facebook, YouTube. I want to touch on Twitter real quick now. Very interesting. I want to bring up a very, very handy tool. A lot of you may not be using Twitter. I understand. But one of the tools on Twitter is Twitter search. Very critical tool. The fastest, easiest, and most effective way to search anything. Looks very simple on the screen. You got the search box. Let's just put in Orange County real estate and see what happens. So when you hit Orange County real estate and do the search pops up, and look what happens. At the very top of the list, one of my good friends, Jim Bishop, has a listing there. He has a tweet. It was, what was it? I'm looking at my thing here. It was within the hour of when I sent it, but he said Orange County real estate. Now, this was a perfect case in point. As I've told a lot of you, or encouraged a lot of you, start putting videos together. Now, this tweet forwarded folks to his YouTube channel just so they could see what's going on. Jim has about 60 videos up. Short, nice little short videos. Not big fancy productions that I try to do here, but they're quick, to the point, effective. He's got over 60 of them up there, but it's all free. It's all free. Having YouTube channels doesn't cost you anything. Producing this is quick and easy. You can get it up there quickly. Twitter is free. Facebook is free. YouTube's are free. Get that social media going. Get your marketing out there. There's lots of free ways to get that out there. Hey, the last thing I want to touch on, once again, I've been kind of beating the drum on this, is I'll bring up my campaign site. I'll bring up some cheesy American music here. I'm running for the Central Committee for the 73rd District for Orange County, South Orange County. When you think about it, think Aliso Viejo, across the Laguna Hills, right on down to San Clemente. If you know anybody down here, spread the word for me. Today was the last day of filing. It looks like there's going to be anywhere from 13 to 17 people on the ballot. 6 will get in, and this is one of those elections that is purely name recognition. How many times have we sat on the ballot and looked at it and said, I don't recognize any of these names? And you get a vote for 6. I'd love to be one of those 6. I very much appreciate you letting your friends, clients, and neighbors know, if you're down in this area, that I'm one of us. I'm in the real estate business. I'm in the game. I'm going to defend us, try to protect us, and try to do everything I can. It's not a critical role. It's not a real big role in the real estate. It's more political, but at least I can sway things in our direction, keep our property private, and make it work. Hey, give me a call anytime. My number is 949-689-5626. Have a wonderful weekend. As you can see, it should be beautiful out. This is Dana Point Harbor back here. And it should be just a gorgeous weekend. And God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Let's work together. Let's get those buyers into homes. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.